So first I'm starting off by priming my face. This is going to help your foundation stay on a little bit longer throughout the day. Then I'm dotting my foundation onto my face and blending it out with a damp sponge. So a damp sponge is going to evenly distribute your foundation across your entire face, as well as pick up the excess foundation so your face doesn't look cakey. After my entire foundation is on, I like to take the sponge and wipe it down my neck so that my foundation blends into my neck and chest just in case there's a slight color difference. Here I'm taking NYX's concealer wand and placing it underneath my eyes to conceal the discoloration, under my nose because I have a lot of redness that peeks through there, and then right between the middle of my eyes because I have a blemish that I want to cover up. I'm also blending this out with a damp sponge, but I make sure to press it instead of swiping it because swiping it is going to move around the concealer that we already put on, and dabbing it will just blend it out. Then I take a translucent powder and set my foundation and concealer just so it doesn't move throughout the day. Next, take any bronzer that you have and bronze your face on the parts that you normally would. So on the top of your forehead, on your temples, on the hollows of your cheeks, and I like to put a little bit on the sides of my nose just because it adds a little bit of color to the middle of my face, and then it adds a little bit more dimension. And now on to eyes. So first you're going to start off by priming your eyelid. So just like a face primer, this is going to ensure that your eyeshadow is going to stay on all day. And then right after I'm done priming, I'm going to set it with a translucent powder. Just because if you go straight in with an eyeshadow after you use a primer, it's going to go on a little bit blotchy and not really blend out, because the primer is going to be a cream and it's going to be sticky, which is going to have the eyeshadow cling onto it, making blotchy spots. Now take any brown eyeshadow that you like and apply it with a fluffy brush to your crease. This is just going to add a little bit of color to your eye and then also a little bit of depth to your eyes. And after I have enough brown on my eyelid, I'm taking a slightly different brush with no product on it and making sure that everything is blended out seamlessly. I'm taking a deep pinkish or raspberry shade of eyeshadow and applying it to the inner corner of my eye, slightly on the top lid and then a little bit on the bottom lid, and applying it with a small flat brush. And I'm dabbing it and slightly rubbing it just to blend it out a little bit. And once I have all the color where I want it, I'm going to take the same blending brush that we used with the brown eyeshadow with no additional product and blending out the raspberry shade just a little bit. I'm taking that same small flat brush I used with the raspberry shade. I wiped it off a little bit and then picked up NYX's blue eyeshadow in Electroshock and put it along my bottom lash line. And then once I had the product under my lash line, I started extending it into a wing. So I took the blue shadow with the flat brush and turned the flat brush sideways and brushed it upward in short motions from the corner of my eye. Also, putting your brush sideways like this is going to help you make a more precise and thinner wing. I'm taking a little bit more of that brown eyeshadow and the same fluffy brush that we used earlier to blend out the blue underneath my lid in windshield wiper motions. Next, I'm taking an eyelash glue and putting it on the center of my eyelid where I haven't put any product. And then with a flat brush, I used a yellow cosmetic glitter and placed it on top of the glue. And then I used my finger just to blend out the glitter into the other eyeshadow so there weren't any harsh lines between the two. I'm slightly pulling down my eyelid here so that I can put NYX's Jumbo Eye Pencil in Black Bean on my waterline, and then I'm taking a small brush and blending out that Jumbo Pencil into the blue eyeshadow. To highlight, I'm taking NYX's Ultra Pearl Mania Pigment in Nude Pearl with a fluffy brush and placing it underneath my brow bone, down the bridge of my nose, on the tops of my cheeks, and then a little bit on my cupid's bow, just to make these features pop out a little bit and make my face look a little bit dewier. For brows, I'm taking a brow gel that is slightly darker than my hair color because my hair is blonde, and I'm outlining the bottom half of my brow and then the top half of my brow. So I'm only doing the outer half because I want the inner half to look a little bit more natural. I'm also using short, small strokes to fill in my brow just because the short strokes will look more hair-like and more natural, and then I'm working my way forward into the inner part of my brow, continuing with the small strokes. Now I'm taking NYX's same pigment in Nude Pearl and putting it in the inner corner of my eye just to make it pop out a little bit more. So here I'm taking a little bit of NYX's Full Figured Mascara and adding it to my top lash line. And then I'm taking a tweezer because I find it a little bit easier to maneuver. And I'm putting false lashes on. First I'm sticking the false lashes to the center of my lid, then I'm fixing the back half of it, and then I'm putting the front half and sticking it where I want it. Then after I take my tweezer and put the false lashes and my real lashes in between, so I squeeze them together, and then the false lashes get as close as they can to my real lashes, and then they both blend together. Next, I'm outlining my lips in NYX's Wonder Pencil in Light, and then applying NYX's lipstick in Circe number 522 over top. So I'm taking that same blue color that we used underneath the eye to make a wing and putting it on my ring finger and dabbing it to the center of my lips. This is going to create a little bit of an ombre lip effect, and then also smacking the lips together is going to help because it's going to blend out the eyeshadow and make it more of an ombre. And to finish off the lips, I'm taking NYX's Studio Liquid Eyeliner in Extreme Blue and drawing a stripe down the center of my bottom lip. I like to put my pinky finger on my chin to just steady out my hand so that I get a little bit of a straighter line and it's a little bit easier to draw it. And with that same blue eyeliner, I'm applying it to my bottom lashes like a mascara just to add an additional pop of blue and to make your bottom lashes stand out a little bit more. And then after that, you guys are done and you have your tribal look. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please give me a big thumbs up and hopefully I make it into the top 30 so that you guys can see some more videos. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Toodles!